Alright, we're running a couple minutes late today, but we can finally get started. Welcome back to the party. You know, we're just starting our Dirge playthrough. I tried to start it the other day, but the PlayStation controller was dead. So, of course, I'm like, oh boy. Well, the PlayStation controller's dead. I can't do a stream without a controller. And so I'm like, oh, well, I better charge the charge the controller and get back to it. But this is an ongoing series. It's just my PlayStation updating some random games that are on it. I really need to uninstall Spider-Man 2. Single gold piece, really? Oh, we can restore Lae'zel. Get her back to get her back up to max. Let's see, potion of healing. Now this is not my first playthrough of Baldur's Gate. I did one normally, but I haven't seen anything on Dark Urge yet. If you want to see more of this, hit that follow button. Don't forget to hit that follow button. Of course, if you're watching the archive on YouTube, subscribe and then come over to Twitch, because we're here around 10 a.m. every Thursday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, I believe it's called. Oh. I do have a spell. I want to burn a spell. I should have grabbed Thorn Whip, not Poison Spray. I'm now a very melee focused build. Let's see. I can get around here and just smack him. And I can get here and smack him. Nice job, us. I'm gonna take a hit. Oh, right. They have... Ow! Whoa, that was a lot of health to lose.
Make way.
Lae'zel, you're killing me. Okay, us. Do your job. Lae'zel, you're killing me out here.
Get me out of this damn thing! We have no time for stragglers.
The construction is too...
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
Well, not exactly, but... I mean, it would be helpful.
Hurry!
I need the key. Like I said, I've done this playthrough before. I need the key.
Leave the key.
Which would be in here. I'm already injured. I could die here. My run ends. Be a very fitting way to end my run. At least I don't have to fight the intellect devourers.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
Yes, how many? I won't transform you, but there's a ton of people that have been transformed. There's the rune.
But for what?
I'm not going to transform somebody that doesn't need to be transformed. I don't know what kind of consequences that would have. Okay, let's see.
The console hums to life. Suddenly, you feel then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you.
I can't fail.
Connection. Authority.
Authority.
You feel the
I am watching chat for you watching.
Process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
I thought that damn thing was going.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a Gith with you.
Did you get along?
Dangerous company.
Dangerous
Fair
conversation
point.
in a fight.
Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way. Shadowheart. One moment. Finally. Let us make... She's right.
Well, we have a friend. Now we have a friend to guide us through. Restore our health. Yeah, onyx and a piece of gold. Now, another thing that I'm doing on this is I'm essentially doing an Iron Man run. No save scumming.
We are nearing the helm.
No
Once
save
inside,
scumming.
Do as I say. Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own cane yank.
I get it. You two don't get along. Am I proficient in bows? Can I take Lae'zel's bow? I do have a higher dex. I'm not proficient with simple weapons or short bows. Okay, what else do we got? Oh, I got a potion of speed on me. Means I will be able to do something. You got him. You got him, boys.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must
Do it.
Connect the nerve.
Ow. That's a lot of damage to take off the bat. Let's clear out some of the enemies. Come
Nothing will
on,
stand
you're
in my way.
killing me.
Can't slow down.
Victory awaits.
You're killing me, us. Okay, we have a second wind if we need it. Okay, he got the stun. I want to kill him because I want that sword for Lae'zel. Come on, man. Okay, at least you missed. You're stuck. So you can go, you can dash. Get over there.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Best be on my way.
I could burn my other one. Or I could burn this. Oh, that doesn't help.
Swift and lethal. No time to waste.
You are.
Have to keep going.
Are you vulnerable to radiant? Please tell me you're vulnerable to radiant. No, you're not vulnerable to radiant. Yeah. That's about what I expected. Us, do your thing.
Take the
do have a healing word. I also have a cure word.
Should
I think the
step in
play
before it gets worse.
is to make sure our mind flayer stays in the fight. And get out of the fire.
I am fury. I am death. What lies within?
I think us dies. Unfortunately. Nope. He gets on the attack. Okay, he's half. Let's hit him with the guiding bolt.
On I go.
That caustic brine did more damage than I thought. This is going to be a rough fight. Okay, the fire's out at least.
Where do I go from here?
I'm out of spell slots. I do have a poison spray. I can
You
use-
picked the wrong fight, friend.
Time to strike.
It's a critical hit. Let's get the second wind. Keep Lae'zel in the fight. Misses and then runs. Are you kidding me? Oh, us or Lae'zel's gonna have to take the brunt. The imps are changing position. Not good. Okay, yes. Keep moving.
Oh, so much for peace.
Can you not save?
To
That would be
strike.
ideal. Do not save. Gonna have to help to last another couple
Let
rounds.
my name be known.
Okay.
Got to press on.
Won't work. Give yourself a quick heal. Keep you in the fight. 1 damage.
Take this, or Dario will have your head.
Okay, yes, you're up.
Behold the dance of death.
We're just gonna be over here, doing our thing. Stop saving.
Swift and lethal.
Okay, and he's stunned. Can you get to that yet? No. Okay.
On I go. I need to get to that transponder.
Come a little closer.
Oh, right. Here comes the Cambions. Okay, we only got a couple turns to kill.
Corpse is in the sticks.
Hey, you hit him. We got a couple rounds to kill this guy. Okay, he keeps saving against that. You know what?
I'll balance the odds in our favor. These boots have seen everything.
There we go. And I think I can still firebolt him from here. No, but I can sacred flame him just a couple steps away. Okay, they're about to be in the fight. Us, you're up. I want that sword. Guidanced. Okay, now we poison
No
spray.
time for mercy.
Of course he saves. Okay, I need to get rid of that and choose a
Victory
different one.
awaits.
I'm hitting with the sacred flame. No, 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 us.
Stop the intruders! Let the intruders open! The furnace is ours!
Me. No, Lisa. Ow. Okay. No.
What do
Whack
I
him
have
with the
to
stick.
lose?
Hit him. Hit him. Okay, we got him. And the other two are a bigger problem. Okay. I'm gonna start losing people if I'm not
Head
careful.
on
Ah, we lost us.
Things focus on us now. Let's get to the transponder and get out of here.
Grab the sword. Grab the mail. This does not provoke OA. You're dying. Okay, you're too busy. Perfect. We got the sword. Now we get out.
The Helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
We made it. Oh man, that was rougher than I wanted it to be. Yeah, that was way rougher than I wanted it to be. Well, we made it. We live. Barely. But we live. Okay, 1. Poison spray is a useless cantrip. I know I'm supposed to be a moon druid, and, like, I'm never really going to cast any spells because, you know, Lunar Mend and the other stuff, but poison spray, man. I need, like, Thorn Whip or Firebolt. I should have just taken Thorn Whip. Bonk. What an unlucky thing. That little slate just happens to knock me out of the thing. How unlucky. But I did level. Hey, you can't be too mad. I leveled up.
You half expected your memories to return once you were free of the Mind Flayer ship. But your past is still an aching void. If you don't find a way to remove the tadpole burrowed in your brain soon, your future will be as blank as your past. Your head whispers vengeance. You cannot wait to slice your way forth, seeking whatever wrought this tragedy upon you.
Okay, we're not gonna do it. We're gonna wait to do our level up until we grab Shadowheart. That way I can just do them both at once.
You drink in the pungent corpse. Since you awoke on the ship, your mind has been cold and empty, but something stirs. With your hands close to this body, you know nothing of why, but you find a half smile flittering across your face.
Can I? Nope. Man, nope.
You see flashes of flesh, all lumped together in a mass grave. No single image sticks out. There is something unknown and unspeakable deep within your heart.
I think I'm going to play this as somebody who's trying to figure out their past. I like that.
You're alive. I'm alive.
Yes, we are.
How is
Barely.
this possible? I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
Nothing.
First things first. We
We
need
need
supplies,
supplies,
shelter,
shelter.
and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of a chat as well.
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
See, now we can both level up at the same time. Let's see what we got. Yeah, of course I get my specialization, wild shape, and all that. Circle of the Moon. I want the combat wild shape. Prepared spells. I think I keep the prepared spells that I got. Other than I think I switch Cure Wounds for Good Berry. Yeah, I switch Cure Wounds for Good Berry. And then Shadowheart, I need to change the specialization. I need a Life Cleric, not whatever this is. Yeah, I need a cleric that can actually do. I need a healer is what I really need. And the life cleric's probably our best bet. See if we can find any supplies. More gold. I don't really care about the letter. That fish. More gold. And another fish. Oh hey, it's not the worst. It could be way worse.
More of those wretched things.
Ah, and they beat us on initiative? Crap. I think I go full bear. I go full bear.
Better stay back. One strike could be lethal.
I'm ready.
50% on that and then a 80% on that. Okay. I think I just got to take the hit. So the benefit of being a druid is I can be our frontline tank.
Time to push my luck again.
I can just be our frontline tank, especially in the early game, because it doesn't cost me anything to tank it.
What now?
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Perfect. We live. Ever so slightly. But we live, nonetheless. So these explode, if I remember correctly. If you can hear that in the background. Okay, let's keep exploring, you know. Pick up all the supplies we can get. We're gonna need it. We got some grapes. Caustic bulbs. Okay, so I'm a frontliner, obviously. We'll have our healer. Once I can respec her. And then, yeah, we just need some damage dealers.
Something the matter?
No, I didn't want to talk to you. I wanted to open these boxes. Gotta sell some thieves' tools. Yep, perfect. Now I can probably open this.
With a flick of the wrist.
Only needs a 5. I should have cast guidance. I should have cast guidance. I've got 2 people with guidance, and I had neither of them cast it. That's embarrassing. Hello, Astarion.
I've got one of those brain things cornered.
Brainy things.
In the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others? There. Can you see it?
It's a boar.
Just a dumb boar. You're relieved until you see the flash of a dagger.
I just need information. I saw you scuttling about on the ship. You're in league with them, aren't you? Those tentacle... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going
I
on?
love the narrator.
The worm. Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies. A kindred spirit. My
We're both
name's
murderers.
Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. A pleasure. So, do you know anything about these? Turn us into...
Yep, we're gonna die. We're all gonna die.
Of course, it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time. Well, yes, of course. But first things first, you know, And you seem like all right.
As he joins your side, your mind dances with thoughts of a perfect, pretty corpse.
Man, this game's going dark places quick. This is gonna be a train wreck if I'm not careful. I can already tell the Dark Urge is just gonna be a train wreck if I'm not like.
Never mind.
If I don't do things well, if this entire thing's just gonna be a wreck.
There, a mind flayer, and it's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion. Yes, you feel hate, and you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
What are you focusing on? What are you seeing that I'm not? Hey, we passed.
Your minds fuse, lusting for something that is gone. But then its grip claws back with a vengeance, a vice locking your mind into obedience. It needs sustenance to survive, and
Oh,
with
no.
your very body, you can
It's trying to eat
provide.
me. +4. I should be fine.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Just kill it. Just be done with it.
The monster. Death is too good for it.
Just be done with it.
Dead
couple
goblins
of
over there. Worth checking for supplies,
Some
maybe.
healing. Oh, supply pack. Things that we need.
What's going on with that room?
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
A hand? Anyone?
Ooh. Soothe the circle. Soothe the circle, you know?
Whatever you're doing is working wonders.
We're gonna lose Gale. I know he's gonna leave us at some point.
Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this. A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
Yes, I was.
And I can only assume you
There's no
too
point in
were on the
hiding that
receiving end
fact.
of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we
Yeah.
speak of, this parasite, it's a process known as ceremony. You don't happen to be a cleric.
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them. As we've established, few enough
no.
can. It's not
You
exactly a
know,
common
basic
affliction.
fever, the
We're
flu,
certainly going to need a healer.
but I
Soon,
can't do
too.
Mind Flayer. Sorry,
How
that's
about
not my
we lend
specialty.
Each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together.
Sounds like a plan.
Most excellent. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you.
Equal kindness, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we got ourselves a wizard who's pretty much useless right now. Could take an abjuration. Let's see. You know, the evocation actually is probably the best one. The fact that it can make sure I don't take damage from his evocation spells. Of course, we want magic missile and shield. I don't like grease. Sleep can be really good. So I'm going to keep that up. We're going to ditch Witch Bolt and take magic missile and our shield. And then, oh, we get a fifth one.
All right. What now?
Keep it as a basic build. I don't think I've got spell slots. Yeah, I'm still down spell slots because it did not give us a long rest when we left the Nautiloid.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
Wow,
The
that's
thing's
not
dangerous. Leave it for the
coming
goblins
from
to
the
kill.
demons.
And if it escapes, how will
Tieflings,
you...
I know.
Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Some telepathy. I'd rather not kill them. You know, it doesn't do us any good to be killing people out here.
She's right. Let's go.
Says
We
the
need to
Dark
check
Urge.
out that blast. You didn't hear it. Shook our camp good, so we came for a look.
Where's-
Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound.
And be careful.
Nightmare.
Enough gawking. Get me down. Never.
Trust no one.
Say please.
Observe and listen.
Enough
You'll
dawdling.
hear
Get
goblins
me
before
down.
you see them.
As you say.
Still breathing, despite everything.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your sense, but the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
I don't like you. Fine, we'll
space,
journey
and
together.
my might is yours.
Meet me at
Very well, but heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A crash must be near. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
Okay. Well, we'll try. This is a fight waiting to happen. And we can at least try to talk it out.
You! Boss! Got company up here!
What's this then? Trying to creep around? Or is it the ship you're after? Don't matter either way. It's ours. All of it.
Leave before I take that too. I can't even pass a 10 and I think I got a +5.
You're all hot air. Think you can get us to leave that bounty to... What are you lot waiting?
Figures.
Let's hide some prey.
No choice but to keep going.
I still got a wild shape in me. So I might as well use it. Isn't there another one that I'm not seeing for some reason? There's one. Okay, well, either way, we'll put him to sleep. He seems like one of the more important ones. And of course, he gets targeted.
Got to move.
We got him. And here comes the wizard. Ooh, getting higher ground. And sleeping on Gale.
Make it hurt.
Ah, that should have. I guess it doesn't do as much damage as I thought it would. Not good.
Strike hard, strike fast.
I don't know how long Gale's gonna be asleep. We don't need him. We got the bear. We've got the bear. The bear's so strong.
Blood comes easy these days.
Okay, Gale's waking. No, I forgot I had guidance
Still on my
going.
feet.
Mistra Rill. Step to it.
Immune to sleep. You're not getting away from us that easy. Get him, boys. I'm surprised it didn't let me shield.
Never a dull moment.
Unleash me.
What should I do?
Oh, you've got Firebolt. That was rough.
I can keep going a little longer now.
That was rough. There's a train going by, so I'm going to mute myself for a second. Okay, the worst is past. I'm gonna keep going into here. I know I should probably long rest at some point, but I still don't see the need for it. Come on, let me out. There we go. No longer entangled.
Why do you give a book? Everything all right out there?
Ugh. Oh, we come out with it.
You sound a bit shaken, boss. Hang on.
No, I'm not gonna hang. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna kill you.
You're dead!
Let's get you out of sight. So you can hide and get that beautiful, beautiful advantage. Ow.
Gone with the weave.
Melee. Melee wizard. We got that melee wizard going for us. What kind of items do we have? I probably picked up an arrow of fire at some point. Right, we did get the sword, the Everburn blade. But who can use it?
Keep your
I
distance.
don't think can Astarion sneak attack with it? Yes, but he's not proficient with that weapon. Okay, I got the speed. I'm trying to think if we've got anything. No real items. I'm proficient with.
Still in control.
I am proficient in medium armor. So that does help me. Yeah, it does help out a little bit. No, don't steal the plate. Actually, this is probably worth something.
There's no time to waste. Unseen as I was taught.
No. It worked a whole lot better than I thought it would.
This.
Are they all in there? I've got my wild shapes. Like, wasn't there usually people in here? I could have sworn there was a bigger fight that was in here. Okay. Well, crap.
Just like old times.
No kill.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Tav, you blocked the door. Sorry, Dark Urge, you blocked the door. Guarantee the kill. You keep healing going.
Take your.
They're dying for me. All of them.
I think we go bear. As if I'd go anything else. Give them something to attack. And you missed. Come on, I'm just a bear. You gonna rage? Ow, but you're gonna reckless attack.
On the hunt.
I don't fancy their chances.
8, 1 to 10. This is 70%. Gale, come on. And you. Go finish that one off.
Come on.
That's the bear's turn. What do you got? Thunderwave? Burning Hands? Oh. Actually hurts. Here's the rage. There's the rage. Hit the bear. Hit the bear.
Leave no trace.
Controller's vibrating in my hands.
Creator, destroyer, outflank, outsmart.
Ready.
Are you kidding?
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Oh, Shadowheart's down. Did you just throw something at Gale? All right, melee wizard.
Another fight. Let's go.
That's what the bear's for. We need a long rest. We don't have any slots left. We got nothing left. Peek around a little bit. Poke around a bit.
You do not recognize the language on the plaque.
That might be worth a look. What was that?
Open that other door. Doesn't hurt to poke around. Hey, we can get starting a second dagger.
Time to get going.
Did we ever loot this one? No. No, and they had some especially good items.
This place wasn't built for the living.
There's not much here. Got that.
What a day. Keep a blade close. Don't
Watch for traps.
traps. How considerate.
Gonna be 2. I think we still pass. We still pass. Great key. Trap disarm kit.
Be careful. There are traps.
Loyal.
An iron
Soul coin.
I prefer gold. I'll take it. Someone's
Just
left
the
a
silver
trap
band.
for us.
Yeah, nothing much, but we got it.
No time to rest.
No time to rest. You're right. Well, actually, we do need a long rest. Let's actually get our... Let's see. I think I picked up a leather helmet. I'll toggle the helmet off.
I'm ready.
Shadowheart. We're going to want to give Shadowheart the spear. Give Shadowheart the spear. Okay. Let's take a long rest. Starian's not as useful as I want him to be. I think I'm going to switch him out for Lae'zel. Fighters are
I knew you
especially
Be
good.
quick about your rest. We must locate a crash. A thick-headed notion. Do you suppose the parasites inside us dare to rest? Take your rest. Should a single tentacle...
You're just mad because
Chatter
I'm not
already, Tusky.
You're just mad because I'm not, just mad rushing to it.
The party's full. You'll need to
Yes,
make
I know.
room.
Take Astarian's place.
Well chosen.
Although that is an option that I have not seen.
Speak. Many a good warrior savors the scent of blood in the air. There's no shame in a capricious murder now and again. Too many, though, and you waste energy and dull your weapon. My suggestion, attack with purpose and savor your kills. And if the urge proves too much, well, I'm sure we can find you a goblin or two to carve up.
That's dark.
Blackets will be done.
We're gonna be carving up a goblin or two. Or 20. Action surge. Better says that action surge. And now let's get you the now we get that sword in your hands.
Can't give up now.
Get that sword in your hands. Isn't Gale supposed to have a place to sit?
What were you two talking about? I see. I'd be careful with Lae'zel. She's not of this world. I'd be surprised if our interests remained aligned. Let's hope we rapidly find a healer. You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that.
You're right.
Good. We might even get lucky and find one right away. As I see it, we're overdue some good fortune. Rest well.
Anybody else need to have a chat? No? Good. Let's rest. Lae'zel will be a strong ally, especially with that flaming sword. I know Astarian would help me find traps, but she's going to do equally good things.
But no sign of a struggle.
And I got a sort of decent dex.
I wonder what was so subversive about their words
like
that they
someone
command
wanted to bury their secrets.
A plate and a cup. Book
This
of Dead
book
Gods.
is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
Nothing.
The tome does not take kindly to your tampering. A feeling like pins and needles lingers under your skin.
Just break it open.
Pricking and prodding.
It's what you get, Locke.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
Oof. But we still pass. Still pull it off. Not the smartest,
Gods.
but I can read a
These
list.
are the names of gods, once lost but now restored after the Second Sundering. The last three names in this book sit close together, but are so devastated by the scroll as to be unreadable. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
Interesting. Gale, do you want to take a look at it? You take it. You keep it.
Intestines throb, blood whispers.
I don't think we'll find anything like that. Scroll of Rave Enfeeblement. Okay. Chest.
health. Something just woke up down here.
Yep. I just woke him up.
I am fury. I am death. On the move.
Can't even catch my breath.
Alright, I got no ranged options.
Breathe deep and move.
Except for an ice knife. And apparently fairy fire. Oh, I should have good buried. Well, here they come. You missed. Jump up? No? Just gonna run around? Okay.
Time to deal some punishment.
I think I should have a pump. Nope, no pommel strike. Gil, come on out.
It shall be done.
8. I don't think we get line of sight. Yeah, I don't think we get line of sight.
I will ascend. My path be true.
I won't give in. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Actually, just jump over it. Now we can poison spray. Immune to poison damage. Of course they are. What a useless spell. Should have advantage. I should check to see if you're immune to anything. You're vulnerable to bludgeoning. Interesting. Okay. Well, I have advantage. I might as well inflict wounds. Yeah. Finish him off.
Time to strike.
It's a way to cheese that. Huh, I didn't realize that, like, subverted the whole Ray of Frost thing. That's actually pretty cool.
Still on my feet.
I am.
Beautiful death.
And I still can't hit Jack. And then I one-shot the thing.
Jurgle, the scribe of the dead. This chapel must be ancient.
Yeah, nobody worships Jurgal anymore.
Something over there. A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
I'm asking the deep questions.
Curiosity. Nothing more. Wilt thou answer my question?
Is there a dark urge option?
So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life? Some do, Yes, very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Adios. I'm gonna loot your tomb if that's okay. See ya. I did take speak with animals, right? I'm a druid. How did I not take speak with animals? I did take it. I just didn't prep it. See here. There it is. Let's get out of here. Move with purpose. Move with purpose. Oh, at least somebody succeeded.
It's packed too tight. I'll need a shovel.
Why do I not have a shovel? How do I not have a shovel?
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
Stupid entangling vines.
I'll be keeping an eye. Understand?
He has a shovel.
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
You two stop threatening each other. This partnership doesn't work if you keep threatening to kill each other. Supplies? Fish? Live on that. Does have some supplies in it. I don't think that's supposed to be there.
I hear shouting up ahead.
We should check it out, but be careful.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second! What's going on? Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now! You let goblins here? Where is the druid? Please! There's no time! By the nine hells! Open the gate! Cannon! No! Shit! Form a line! Damnable roach! Provoke the blade! And suffer its sting.
Another step forward.
It missed. Okay, well. Time to bear up. I was not involved in this fight. Everyone's involved in the fight. Cool.
Scouts! Get to the high ground! Raiders! Charge the bastards! For the absolute!
Oh, crap. Well, I guess I got his attention.
On my way.
I will ascend.
Can you get up there? Yeah, you can.
Bow, or you break.
Only let's get him. Let's try to hit him. Like, we got an over 50% chance. Might as well just hit him. I can't believe you just burned your spell slot on one guy. Come on, trip. Oh. Not you. Don't trip you. Okay.
Got to move.
That was a good guiding bolt.
I'll bleed every last one of you!
Don't think you will. Ow. We'll figure out how to deal with this entire group. Good news is that the other fighters are doing their part. Other than you. Way to bring down the curve.
I will ascend.
Get down there. And there's a level up. There's another one. I think we've all just leveled. So there's 2 goblins left. One goblin left. And nobody can hit him for some reason.
Don't waste a step.
Hey, Zal. I'm gonna get some good berries. Does the good berry trick still work?
That was the last of them.
Life Cleric good berry trick was always the thing, because you receive maximum healing. Or an additional healing based on, like, your ability, your spellcasting stuff. Or was it proficiency? Something like that. Cleric level, that was it. I wonder if that works in this. Either way, we got our level up. Up to 3 now? Yeah, up to 3 coming into this area. bark skin, dark vision, enhance ability, flame blade, flaming sphere. Get a good amount of spells. Finally get moonbeam. Let's stitch. No. I don't need. I've got good berry, so we'll keep that. I don't need flaming spear. I do need moonbeam. So I'm gonna be in. Let's see. I think spike growth. I think we cause as much chaos on the battlefield as we can. You finally get your level 2 spells. Which doesn't give you too much. You get spiritual weapon finally. That doesn't give you too much. Lae'zel gets level 3 nothing? Oh, specialization finally. So, Battle Master, Eldritch Knight. Just Battle Master's better. I want disarming attack. Where's the trip attack? Trip attack and and riposte. And I don't think she gets a fighting style either. When we get our level 2s, you want a flaming spear. Flaming spear. And I actually usually take knock. But I think we can take that later. Scorching Ray would do something. Shatter. We're gonna take Shatter. Drop Sleep. Drop that. We're getting into enemies that are above that pay grade. But we finally get our level 2s.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable! Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foul-bloods ain't known for courage.
Ooh.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
Stop and think. Don't be fighting over this.
You're right. There's too much at stake.
Worried about your precious hides? The both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
More goblins could be on their way.
Time to pack.
Need to buy some equipment. Get a short rest. Restore a supply completely. Except for my spell slots. I think I didn't use any of Gale's.
Reaction.
What to do?
Just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Take that back. Right now. Well met. Is there anything you need? But you'll need to be quick. The ritual will be complete before too long. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Good prices for healers. Nice. See what we got. Missile snaring, flinging, spell thief, chain shirt, hedge wanderer, armor, hide armor, padded armor, ring mail, and rain dancer. Much rather have the barter. Let's do that. Let's get us this. Well, let's get rid of some stuff first. First, I don't need the longsword. It's the druid leather. I'm going to be wearing medium armor because I'm a tank. Well, as tanky as I can get. Caustic bulbs, what do they do? 1d4 acid. Causes caustic brine. Okay. The amulet of lost voices, that can be useful later. Got 2 of those, so I don't need both. Who else has stuff? You have a pearl that you picked up on the ship. Okay. I mean, I would like the gloves of missile snaring. The ring mail would be good on Lazelle. I think we just go with this. We just get some extra gold to buy at another shop. So I think, yeah, we shop elsewhere. Should have those good berries still.
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
Easy money. Yeah, right. No, we're exposed now.
Oh, there's the smith. There's our smith.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace, my selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Eltera.
Well, what do you got? Hunting short bow, light crossbow, nice longbow, a trident. Yeah, a trident would be cool. Energy, chain shirt, padded armor. Yeah, you don't got anything either. Yeah, you really don't got anything either.
Of sorts, learned a lot in my... Alas, my offerings are far more...
No one's really got anything for me to buy. I better go talk to the druids. Don't forget, speak with animals. Never forget to cast speak with animals.
Please, let us through.
Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh, let me through, Mragrashem, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Not getting along very well, are they? Don't roar at me.
Calm, Magrin. Give her a chance. You, get back! Druid or not, you're still an outsider to this place. Entry is forbidden.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
I wonder if it's less. I want to get that, I want to do that. I want to get that thing up there. Let's see.
Yes, I see.
One. Do you have bless? Gain bless. Oh, you do.
I do wish I could understand
Got that. Let's grab bless. Because I'm going to have to pass a check up here. And getting that bless will matter a bit. So I can stack the bless and the guidance. 2d4 for the performance.
It hurts! It hurts! Please, make it stop!
Can't you hear it? Her singing. It's awful.
Terrible. Oh no! Whatever shall we do?
More witless creatures. More ear bleed. My head is melting.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. More like butchering. Don't know why I bother.
Let's see.
Even animals think I'm terrible. I want to finish this song, but I can't. Nothing fits, you know?
Let's see. Let me see if I can help.
It can't hurt. I'll start
Put 'em
from the
together.
beginning. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
Ugh. What a bad roll. There we go.
Words of mine will turn to.
I need to give you bless. I thought I'd be able to do it like I did. Oh no, that only applies to attack rolls and saving throws.
Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will. Sorry. That's the first time I've played. She was playing her lute. There was so much blood. I can still smell it. I'd forgotten what it was like. That itch to keep the lute. The Weeping Dawn will be my gift.
Too sweet. Odiously sweet. The vomitous gall within despairs at your kindness.
Really? I believe I get I get the yeah, I should get proficiency in it now. In a musical instrument. Yep. I'm not a bard, which is fine. I mean, it's just good that you know you get proficiency in that just for doing that because you can just so I can play some decent music. As you're now proficient. Hi, Volo. Hello, Volo. I didn't think musical proficiency does anything for the game, but I think it helps.
I'm sorry. Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A death viper. You've milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heartbeat.
The Tree Father's words. Your circle taught well.
Of course they did.
You know
Better than
then
yours.
that Sylvanas spoke further. The parasite must be removed for new... Yet behold, the parasite... Wrath, lock her up. She remains here and keep still.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol.
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike. The death of a child, a timeless tragedy that never grows old. Her life matters more than satiating your dark fantasies.
I can't do it.
You focus, and they're gone. But clearly this child's life is in danger.
A new hatchling? Yes, they can be foolish. Korga sine. Wukskiafula wafanol.
Sif Sif. It is as you say, Tina. Come to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it. Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster? First you urge grace, then you speak truth. You surprised me twice over. A shame the grace period ends. The Vipers... No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm.
Ooh.
When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves.
It's the death of the circle.
Past teachings come into focus. The Rite of Thorns is a rare practice, outlawed in most circles, for causing more harm than it eases.
None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanus demands that we choke them out. A disease of the flower must not reach the root. Pluck the petals, sever the branch if you must, but cut out the rot before it infects the whole of the wood. Teachings of the Tree Father. Do you agree? Then you know I heed his wisdom. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of... I want you to provide your services to the Tiefling League. They're to be gone before the Viper must strike. You will do more than... This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove...
Consider the Rite of Thorns. A rare art plucked from illicit domains.
I don't like it.
When the prayer ends, vines curl upwards from the earth, and thorns sprout forth. Those within are isolated, and those without rejected. Isolation breeds violence. Few circles survive it. There is more to Korga's tale. The grove must hide her secrets.
Yeah, he's right. But read the books. I talk to you.
What will the Tieflings want next?
I know where her stuff is. Like I said, I want the character to do the right thing.
Quiet. Move with care. Bet I could crack that open.
Not good. I got inspiration. Really good. I just cannot pick this lock, can I? Well, again. I got a +3. Which means I have, like, a good chance. Interesting.
Tiring business, isn't it? Why don't we take a little break?
Sure.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, the way you diffused the tension between, the way you got Korga to in short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point, you see, I have this...
I know, Gale, you're dying.
Very different from the parasite we share, but just as... Thank you for the offer. What it comes down to is this. Every so I just trust been dead. That is why I turn to you. We've already done... You know if you're... There'll be danger involved. Or great cost. But I'm sure we won't... As do our packs. I hope I can count on you.
Yeah, we should be able to work. To feed you enough magic. In the meantime, let's talk to Nettie.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
This medicatrix.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired. A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole.
No, you know of it.
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. We need to be quick. This way.
There's something in that vessel.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands the... You don't have to be here for this.
No, I'll stay.
All right. Let's see what we can do. It might. But first things...
Looking closer, you recognize the branch. And it's no druidic cure. She's holding Kalimvor's kiss. A briar from the Dale lands. And a deadly poison.
I want to help you. But I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you? Victims can identify each other.
Yeah, we can.
Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was a mind flayer ship. But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be... But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Here.
I guess...
You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, Master Halsin and I were... Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. Mind flayers reproduce by
Yeah, I
the
know
thing
how they
in your
reproduce.
skull. It's one of... Not yet.
I guess this is
anyhow.
point for my character to know.
Could be. But there's a lot we don't... When Master... Whatever he found there... He didn't make it. The thing is, I've said... You, though. If you can find Halson and get him out of there. Thank you. It would mean everything to... I wish I could tell you more. All I can say for sure is the all... Good luck out there. Take it one step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern. Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
We have that amulet of Speak with Dead, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, we have the amulet of Speak with Dead.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Ned Siranis of the Absolute Minthara Bucket Camp.
The corpse remains silent. It doesn't understand the question.
Scouting. Found druids.
And a group of druids? Okay.
Druid.
The spell's power wanes.
So we're should decide what to do next. Interesting.
That's curious.
The book and antidotes. It teaches me to do that.
What if they tried to steal from us?
You see a sharp intelligence behind its eyes. Is it a familiar or another druid enjoying their wild shape? The rat watches your move. The rat doesn't respond.
But the wolf. And talk to the wolf.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts?
What? Who's been pestering?
Silence. Your help is... Leave.
In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague.
I've never seen that before.
In darkest hour, you surmise that
Okay.
the towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
So many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Saluna.
Wait, I know the story. This is Kethric's story, but I didn't know they were introducing it so early.
By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. You recognize the druids as elders of a circle. This place is a divine sanctuary.
Interesting. Okay, is there another... next room, maybe? I want to know more. Would you like to know more?
Forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. Druidic orders often fight dark forces, but you do not recognize the events depicted here. The mural depicts a purge, A sacred cleansing of the land
Interesting.
on a scale you've never seen before.
What is the grove hiding?
Find our master. Return to me then. Tell me what you find.
The boar prances around.
Where's Alcin? He promised me a mate.
Use Red of Thorns on the idol.
Is someone singing?
It's beautiful.
Better save the kid.
Your favorite drownings all take place in shallow water. Just a slice of the ankle tendons.
Ooh.
Don't you hear it?
Oh, man.
So peaceful. No. It's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer.
Sirens. Or harpies, I can't remember which.
Yes, everything's gonna be fine once I get there.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to sing. No, I'm gonna fly. Wait, wait, what? What is Gale doing over there? Why? How did he? What? I don't understand. It's fine. It's fine. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, right up there. How? What?
Villain! But I see you now for what you are.
Got the moonbeam. Are you gonna attack Gale? No, it's out. That's fine. Lae'zel, you're being lured. Figure it out. Or game, can you figure out to let the turn end?
What is this? I will have your head, Harpy.
Let's light them up.
Get away.
Got to press on.
The plan is try not to die. And hit that one. Break the lure, save the child.
Let's finish this.
Break the lure, save the child. That's the plan. I saved.
On my way.
I don't want to cast Moonbeam. I just want to move the Moonbeam. Finishes that one off. Oh! What counterattack was that? That was the riposte, wasn't it? She missed, and so... Ooh, that's counterattack.
My path be
Oh, you got line of sight. Take the shot. Run, child. Can't get over there, so magic missile it up.
Stay focused.
As far as that can go. I need line of sight for a sacred flame, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, shield for the save. You're going in the wrong direction. You just walked into my moonbeam.
Are they gone?
That's a good plan. Yeah, the moonbeam is like, honestly, for a druid, moonbeam's fantastic. Just move up and get him hit. And welcome to chat, Magma Lagmar. Yeah, I decided to do Dark Urge. I felt like it'd be a lot of fun. New series that we're starting over here. Loot the harpies. Any specific way you might recommend on playing? I'm going druid just because, you know, I wish the druid class. Oh. Thanks. It took me a second, you know. It does have it. If you don't read it correctly, it could get you can mess it up easily, Magma. Yeah. Any recommendations on how I should play? I honestly wish druids got more love in this game. What are you up to this Thursday? We've done a lot already, so I got a got into the druid camp, dealt with the harpies. I'm not trying to do an evil run, just because I don't know. It's one of those things that's like, yeah, an evil run can be interesting. I think Dark Urge is interesting on its own without necessarily being evil, but I also don't know enough about Dark Urge, so it'll be a fun playthrough. Let's see. Let me see this over here. Like, I would take recommendations on how to build different characters. Maybe do some off builds. There is. Honestly, a ton of people play Dark Urge. I played without it just because, you know, when I read it the first time, I was like, so the game doesn't recommend Dark Urge on a first playthrough. And I could have I understood that because, you know, Dark Urge is it changes. I hear it changes the story a lot and gives the main character more of a personal story, like other characters. But I'm pretty much going into it mostly blind because I'm like, I didn't want to see all of the Dark Urge stuff.
Yes, I see.
Save the child.
You
Talk to the snake.
Scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
That is an actual
Hellion
threat, feeding
told
him
us
to a
what
knoll.
happened. Thank you.
Because I mean, I can find him some knolls.
Yeah. I mean,
No more
thank you
light finger
for
tricks.
helping me. Stop. I was fine.
Your mother was a heartbeat away from
Save the other kid too.
Whoa. Hey. Can't say I've ever seen someone like you before.
What's that supposed to mean?
Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. Call it. Heads or tails? Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested?
No, you're a thief. You're definitely a thief. Ah, there's Will. The most boring character. Do I need a warlock? I mean, a warlock would be more useful this early.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
Bullying children, I see.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I
I
believe
say the
in
voice
you.
acting in this game always
You can
gets
do
me.
this.
It's always really well done.
Kind words in unkind times, my friend. Well met.
I'm thinking I'm going to
The blade of
swap
frontier
Gale
is at your
for Will in the early game. Like I said, a wizard runs out of spell slots too quickly. I think Will gives me some stronger options.
Diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires.
You were on the ship.
Yes, I was. We
Better
use all the friends
than
we
the
can
ones
get.
hitching a ride in our skulls, at least.
We need all the
I'm sure
friends
you know
we
the
can get because I'm
stories.
betting by the end of
Doomed
this
to shed our
playthrough I'm
skin
going
and
to lose
become
some of
anything.
these friends.
They say
There's going to be
there's
some
no
people
coming
that
back.
like get angry and
But we
leave
haven't sprouted any
when the character
tentacles.
starts to get bloody.
Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so.
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited
Yeah.
with rancor.
What I'm thinking is that the benefit of a warlock getting his spell slots back every short rest. Like, I mean, I get 6 spells with Gale, probably around 6 spells. Plus, I get Eldritch Blast with him.
I'm no stranger to the Infernal. But her name is I tracked. She's out there now.
Now let's skip
preying
through
on
stuff.
the innocent. I don't kill her. She
Let's
just so
partner up.
you. But I'm up for the challenge.
Yeah,
You've
it'll
just
definitely do
got
some
to make a
good
little
for me
space.
to get this character. Yeah, Gale could use a rest.
Greatest weapon in reserve, eh? An excellent strategy.
I
Ready
mean,
and willing.
okay, Gale. I wouldn't exactly say you're
The famous blade of
you're a
frontiers in
great
flesh.
asset right now.
Clever
Wizards aren't
this
good until level
hero
5.
act you've got
Not
going.
until they get Fireball.
Hero
Once they get
blade.
Fireball, they're crazy.
Name strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
A hero at heart.
Let's get you leveled. Yeah, I'm actually a DM. I've been running a game for a few games for a few years, so I'm pretty familiar with it. The changes to Baldur's Gate were some of it were good, some of it were like meh. Like changes to the changes that they made to jumping and the things that they need to make the video game really good. Those changes helped because there's some mechanics that didn't work well in D&D. We all know how bad grappling is. They didn't improve it in this one; they just removed it, which is fair. And there's enough that you can do in this game that helps. Yes, Baldur's Gate is 5e light. Actually, I wouldn't exactly say it's 5e light. It's a more because it has the mechanical complexity of D&D, which means that you still get the crazy stuff that you do. What I would say, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe the D&D versus Baldur's Gate, because what I'm seeing it isn't that it's D&D Light, because it has all the mechanics there. There's no mechanics being stripped out of Baldur's Gate. I would say that it's a fair introduction. It's a way to introduce people without burying them in text, because that's the biggest issue, is that you tend to bury people in literature with D&D, because there's the player's handbook, there's the DM's handbook. A DM has to know it all. When I try to teach people to play D&D, I don't have them read. I have them read their class that they want to play, kind of explain briefly what each of them do. Let them pick the one that they feel the most interested in. Because the issue, burying your players in text, yeah. As a DM, I'm like, I've got so many books, and they only keep growing. The collection keeps growing.
We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
I use earbuds for my speakers, so I'm just switching those out right now.
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These
But
people
yeah,
aren't fighters. We can help.
this is not just a great introduction, but it introduces players to how most of the time they would be playing D&D. Because most of the time you don't play beyond level 12, because level 12 is where things get too mechanically complex for DMs. We all have guidance. Why do we all have guidance? The mechanical complexity of it is here, is what I'm saying. Is at the heart. Every mechanic is here. It's just well implemented and streamlined. There's some rule changes that they made that make sense.
Fine, I'll stay too, lest you both end up with your throat slit by goblin blade.
Thank you, Roland.
It's true. I mean, it depends. You know, I subscribe to the drug dealer approach of introducing people to D&D. The first one's free. Hello, Tiresome Fox. Welcome to the party. Yeah, people who, when you're introducing people to D&D, I find that it's best not to be like. The drug dealer approach works. That's how you get parties going. You're like, oh, you played Baldur's Gate? Well, let me. First of all, Wizards of the Coast also adheres to the drug dealer approach, with the SRD standard rules being free online. With the standard rules being free online, there is so much you can get in there. It's like the player's handbook expands on those rules. I honestly feel that, yeah, as far as not dedicating an entire shelf to the books, after you get them hooked after the first couple sessions, assuming they pick the class well, I actually tend to steer people away from certain classes. I steer people away from the druid class. Not because the druid class is bad. As you can see, I'm playing. I don't think you've seen it popping in so late. I am playing a druid. I'm playing the druid class, but the druid class is mechanically complicated, as well as the monk and the monk, druid, and ranger. I leaned them out of. Ranger not for mechanical complexity, but because it's such a weak class. Like, introduce them, get them playing clerics, teach the clerics. Like, when you're teaching somebody D&D, I make sure they know a few things. One, a healer is not weak. A healer is a frontliner. Your clerics are always on the front lines because of how strong they are. They have access to heavy armor. They have access to all of this. And then we kind of teach as we go.
The injured man locks eyes with you.
And it works. You know, I turned a group of... I've turned multiple groups of new players into future DMs.
Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them.
But yeah, as far as classes, like, I steer people away from the druid class. I know new players want to see some new players want to play the druid. I'm like, the druid's a great class. I love the druid class. The issue is you have to balance your spell casting with your wild shapes, and then the other aspects that you get as well, because it's like, hey, you just throw so much at them.
You're a
true soul.
But yeah,
Edwin, our brother.
back to the previous discussion.
Like you. Do you have orders for
Man,
us?
I'm just all over the
We
place
were
today. It
reporting
seems
to
like.
Edwin.
I think it's because see, it's 12:30 where I'm at. So it's about lunchtime.
I don't know any druids.
Yeah, I don't know anything like that, but I'm definitely going to keep this thing going. I don't know how long we're going to go today.
What? And just leave Ed?
Kind of just leave him.
I suppose he'd want us to go on. Find a way to honor his sacrifice.
May the Absolute guide us.
Yeah, if I had to pick an ideal, like...
Absolutely. Strange.
If I had to pick an ideal starting party, I would say a cleric,
like
a fighter, a wizard, bard. Oh god, bard.
This body seems different. A friend calls
Dude,
out
bards are great, and I've played a bard. So I played an eloquence bard at some point. I really frustrated the DM with that one. I have a lyre at home that I play. I actually need to tune it up again and get it playing. I did that. I got it when I started playing the bard, and I was like, I actually just like this instrument. Oh, what did I just do? I was not paying attention, and I think I just broke his neck. Welcome to the Dark Urge. I'm not even talented. I'm not talented with the lyre at all. It has been my most... It is such a difficult instrument. But as far as the bard goes, if you ever want to frustrate a DM to no end, you play an eloquence bard.
Nozel, how would you punish someone who wronged you?
The Bard of Eloquence is such an annoying character for DMs to deal with. Because, you know, between Silver Tongue and the special bardic inspiration they get, where, you know, they get to subtract from people's saving throws, I really frustrate the DM because I take it with suggestion and then just completely, you know.
Owlbear prey, no doubt.
When you have, like me, I had a 20 in charisma, so it's +5. So I think I had in the end like a 15, 16, or 17 to my DC. And then it's like, yeah, make a wisdom saving throw, subtract 1d8, and there you go.
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps.
There's
before you
so much to that.
its beaked
that will never lead to any trouble.
out of the darkness.
It is when your DM's the same one that insisted on playing a Battlemaster fighter and just munchkins his way through the rest of the parties in your own game. It was a tit for tat kind of thing. I played my eloquence bard, he played his fighter.
Soft meat. It's a splinter.
So we knew each other enough that we really just kind of went at each other that way. And so I'm very much of that mind, like, hey, yeah, annoying your DM can be fun if both of you are in on the joke. If you both have this thing where you annoy each other, where you're like, yeah, I'll play my bard, you play your fighter. You just want to be the fighter and run in there and attack for 50, 60 damage a turn. Cool. I get to completely nullify your entire thing. You know, when we're going to rob a bank, I'm going to essentially mind control the bank manager. That happened. The kazoo. As soon as you bring actual instruments in, yeah, you're going to annoy people. The kazoo.
Looks like a shrine to Salunum over there. There's magic keeping this chest sealed.
And kazoos.
Feel its aura.
You picked one of the most frustrating ones, too. You couldn't have picked a better instrument than a kazoo if you were going to annoy somebody. I really hate kazoos.
That might be
Like, I've never seen. They're a joke instrument. I love it.
A prayer sheet with the same symbol as the one on the chest.
You know, I want to admit to something kind of embarrassing here. It took me like until I played with 3 other people to realize that you don't have to use the menu to jump. That up on the D-pad on a controller jumps. That was... I can't believe it took me so long to figure that one out.
Chest's unlocked. I pray.
You should leave it, or even destroy it if possible.
Why?
This rubbish is an offering to Saluna. At best, it's worthless. At worst, who knows? Could be cursed. Do not trifle with that moon witch or her trinkets. Only trouble will follow.
Dude, I like that the game didn't bog us down with the tutorial. I'm fine with that. The game didn't want to bog us down with the tutorial. But those little things, you know, just a quick, hey, up to jump or something like that would be so much more useful. Like, not bogging us down with the tutorial, I'm okay with that. Oh, we can sell that. There's some money in there. I think there's a lot of people that didn't realize that you just need that one person who's like, yeah, you can do this. Unfortunately, when my brother started playing Baldur's Gate, he picked up on that trick almost immediately. And I was like, well, I cannot believe it took me so long to figure that one out. And then he picked it up immediately. Because he's one of those people that when he gets a new game, he finds a safe area and he immediately pushes all of the buttons.
I'd rather not turn my back on you, if it's all the same.
And he's like, oh, okay. So he's like, he just goes through all the buttons. And he's like, oh, this does that, this does that. I'm like, maybe there was an expectation that we were supposed to do that. Man, I've already been out this for like 2 hours. Should be wrapping it up at some point. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into the town.
Stranger. Quietly.
Happened?
I told you to go.
Hey, I do have proficiency. I did take proficiency in that.
You see a name etched into the leather. Scratch.
You know my name. Interesting. A predator wouldn't care to learn it.
Gotta get the best of this boy.
You should
No
go.
matter how much of an evil character I'm
friend
playing
is
and how much
injured.
of a murderer I am,
He needs rest.
I gotta have a...
He's not my clan. He's my friend. Of course he will. And then we'll return home.
Best boy Scratch. Gotta get Scratch and the Owlbear so you can pet both of them.
No, I won't leave him. If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
Do I get in trouble if I loot the dog? If I loot the corpse? No, okay. He doesn't get angry if I loot the corpse. You know, I need to test out if I can use him in combat more. Because I swear there's got to be some usefulness to being able to pull Scratch in as a familiar.
Strange. It looks healthy.
A dead ball. But it doesn't look like it's been touched by scavengers.
Oh. Astarian, you fool.
The carcass seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. You notice 2 small puncture wounds.
Can we move the grass? I can't see anything.
You can see the skin around its face is desiccated. It's been completely drained of blood.
Okay, well.
They always disappoint there. Goblins ahead. Looks like they're laying an ambush.
There. So is Vamp Boy at camp? Yeah, I left Vamp Boy at camp. In the before level 3, before he gets his assassin before I give him the assassin specialization, I felt that Lae'zel would do a little bit better, so I left him at camp. I'm gonna be switching out Lae'zel for him pretty soon, because, I mean, having a rogue is very nice. I need him to pick some locks for me. I need him to pick some locks, but so far I'm like, what I've needed is just somebody who's more consistent with damage, and he's just not that before level 3. Well, hello, goblins.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
You know, brute force always wins.
Well,
the only
that's
good goblin is a
bloody
dead
rude.
goblin. Yeah, the only good goblin is a dead goblin. We're going to be long resting pretty soon after this. I'm not going to go into the camp without a long rest. So we're just going to annihilate these guys. Full force.
Victory awaits.
No long range shenanigans with you. Get into the fight. Yeah, I'm not going to do the big fight in here without Astarion. Yeah, I've just needed brute force at the time, so I'm like, eh.
As the symbol glows, power courses.
Again, the only good goblin is a dead goblin.
Into the bloody fray.
Plus, it fits the character more if I'm just a brutal fighter. Not a brutal fighter, but a brutal. He broke my moonbeam. If I'm just playing a more brutal attack style. Disarming attack? Yeah. Didn't need that.
Let's end this. Moving. Let me strike true.
Strike fast, strike hard, leave nothing standing. You know, I think Lae'zel could use a good berry. I mean, I can't do much. I can't get into the fray. Where's your Eldritch Blast?
I will ascend. Can't afford to let up. On my way.
How many guiding bolts do we need? Can we kill it with the guiding bolts? Yes, we can. You know, I'm going to be long resting, so I might as well burn all of my spell slots.
So, Will, what was the Blade of Frontier's toughest kill?
Ah, it was a great scrap. A hungry minotaur with a hankering for human flesh.
Yeah, we need a long rest. Especially if they're burned all my spell slots.
Wait, it's me. It's Althera from the Grove.
Oh, hello.
I'm sorry for barging in like this, but I had to come find you. You've, well, inspired me. I want to stand on my own 2 feet.
Oh, no.
To prove that I can be
This is
half
going to
the
end
bard
badly.
Lihala was.
Hey, I get a bard, though. I could use a bard.
Fight by your side. I want to help people, as you've helped me. I've been running since El Turel. And when we finally arrived at the Grove, we found danger there too. Unless I hide away from the world, I can't avoid it. So I'd rather face it head on, with you.
I'd love to have you. Yeah.
Just like that?
All the friends we can get. We need a bard.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Safer to keep her here than blundering around by herself.
Rude,
Or her
Shadowheart.
accidentally leading the wrong sort of attention to us.
I won't let you down. I promise.
Yeah, we can use a bard. Let's see. Pull her into the party. Okay. I guess not. Well, Withers is here. Oh, Withers is here. Finally. We can respec Shadowheart. I don't like the trickery domain cleric.
Ah, I shall be here in thy camp. For when be assured, there are many answers to that question. None are important.
He has a divine aspect, yes. A reflection of death itself.
I shall answer no further questions in that regard.
What services does
But
this
should
offer?
thou or any of thy compatriots perish in not this one, nor this one, I riddle thee.
Come on, can you just...
For a mere pittance of coin.
Thank you. Help me
As
change
thou
my
desire.
class. I need to respec Shadowheart. I've been waiting for Withers to show up so that I can respec her. Because I don't like trickery domain clerics. Let's see. Could put her in Tempest, but I actually think I need her keeping us alive. Yeah, I need her keeping us alive. Keep all that. Keep Shadowheart. Life versus war. Yeah, I'd rather make my enemies play whack-a-mole with my tank. You know, throw the druid up there and just make them, like, kill the druid in its wild shape over and over again. That and preserve life is such a strong ability. If you haven't used it, it's so good. Because, like, when you get it out there, it's like 2 to 3 times you just get to restore 30 hit points for everybody. Per short rest, she just does work when she's got preserve life.
And, well, in it.
Okay, well, it's not letting me talk to you, so... Wait, good berries count as supplies? Can I spam cast Goodberry and just... Questions for later.
No, they probably find it annoying.
Can I just spam cast Goodberry?
You open your eyes with a lurch, and you are not in your bed. You stand above a body which is in a state of gore nearly beyond recognition. The body of that brave girl who
Ooh.
earnestly swore to devote her life to your cause. Her blood covers you, and its warmth feels like the embrace of an old friend. You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches.
Bye-bye, Bard. Yeah. I was looking forward to having the Bard. I was so looking forward to having Bard. Oh, and I can't remember anything. I guess roll with inspiration. I mean, I gotta use it at some point. Hey, that'll pass. Oh, man. And, oh, that's dark. I just killed her.
Moment comes to you, the flash of abject terror in her eyes, blood spilling from her lips. No time for last words.
Figure out what I did. Or not. This game hates me, I swear. These dice. dice. It's like right there. I'm gonna burn all of your inspiration on these checks, on these useless checks. Part of the lost for words.
There are dozens and dozens
Finally
of
quiet.
wounds on the corpse. The killer did not stop savaging it, even when she
gruesome.
was long gone. And your dominant arm aches. It aches from stabbing over and over.
I stab her
No
with.
matter how it appears, the body is there, and her blood is on your hands. The question flows through your mind. Who are you really, that you could be guilty of such bitter business?
Ooh.
Something wicked must have woken you. The contemptible pervert within must have lavished slash after slash upon the girl. But where, oh, where could that monster have come from? If only you knew yourself better. You don't have much time for reflection now. You need to act. You may only have a few moments before the others awaken and begin to cast blame for the hot sin before you.
Oh, this is gonna end badly for me. I already know it. I got one more inspiration. Come on. Hey, there we go. We do get to hide the body.
A light and delicate girl. There should be no trouble at all to toss her into a ditch. You roll her away, further bloodying your hands as you do. In lumbering style, you have gotten away with murder.
Yeah, I do think it's a bit late for me to save her. Yeah. That I just have to accept her blood on my hands. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to accept that it happened.
Hope you're keeping well, friend. Master. Friend.
But we got Best Boy Scratch, so.
I stayed with him until.
Also, did you get?
Until I knew he was gone.
Yes, I
I'll
did
never
get the
forget
Speak with
him.
Dead necklace.
But I'm glad to have met you.
I did get the Speak with Dead necklace, so I used it back in the grove to talk to somebody, but I have it equipped. If I can find her corpse, I can talk to her, can't I? What ditch did I throw her in? Is it a ditch around here? I don't think I would have done it near camp. Can I speak with her corpse? I mean, it'd be interesting to say the least. Sad body gone. Oh, yeah, I got rid of the body. Probably can't speak with corpse now, but getting rid of the body was important.
Why? That's right.
You know, I'm going to try to keep this secret from everybody.
Why? A great uncle to name,
You sniffing.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you.
Moving on.
Authority.
On the move.
Lae'zel, quick. Okay, I'm going to switch Lae'zel for Astarion.
All of them. Need to find a way forward.
Don't want to burn any spell slots yet. I could throw something. I can throw something. I have something to throw at people. But I've got like a caustic bulb or something.
Good idea, I think.
Have to keep going.
Yeah, you've got Eldritch Blast.
Did I play games like this in my youth? Was I sweet once?
Highly doubtful. Okay, yeah. Let's switch Lae'zel for Astarion. We've got 2 frontliners already.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel I would, but you have so many friends already.
Lae'zel will leave.
Excellent.
So now he's got his specialization. Now that he's got Assassin.
As much love as I hold for Baldur's Gate, these frontiers delight me as much as any bustling street.
Oh, plus you can pick locks for me.
Be serious. This is a howling wasteland.
Plus you can pick the locks for me.
Since the abduction, I must reek of illicit slime.
Get the haste helm. Gives me momentum, doesn't it?
You'll be able to tell.
Yeah. Still not sure what momentum does, but I'll keep it.
Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for heights. Whoa, quick!
Wait. I beat Astarion on initiative. How did I beat Astarion on initiative? How did I beat Astarion on initiative? Seven. I should go for the kill. He's gonna run over to me, so yeah, I'm gonna go for the kill. And then, of course, the best part of the Moon Druid. Tie him down for a second. Get some damage on him. Pull back. Cunning action dash. Let's get you out of the fight. Because you don't need to be in the fight. Will. I don't even remember what actual spells I gave you. You've got Arms of Hadar. And Misty Step. Blade Ward as well, I guess. I didn't want to cast that. Crap. Okay. Well, let's hope I don't lose concentration. He only took 1? Yeah, rebuke him. He only took 1? Are you kidding me? Spiritual weapon. Where's my spiritual weapon? Oh, when I respected, I didn't take spiritual weapon. Crap. Okay, well, either way, healing word. I've got a spear. Here we go. Stand next to him so that I can get that when I move that moonbeam. Okay, I lost the concentration on that. Okay, well. Can't get you both. Which one's the injured one? I think I hit myself with the moonbeam. Yeah, I hit myself with the moonbeam. I also get the hide. Sneak attack. No even talking to him. Like, I know if you get him below a certain amount, usually he has a quick retort or something, but not when you straight murder him like that.
Battle favors the fearless.
Oh, I missed. I would have loved to see him go flying. That would have been great. We're going to leave him up there. He's going to do that. And I lost Moonbeam again. You know what? Let's get us restored. Without using spell slots or anything. That was a mistake. Hellish Rebuke. I love the spell. I mean, I am a bear. And I still miss.
Can you feel death's cold grip? Time for a new.
Okay, hiding failed. Take him out.
On the victor's path.
I don't know what's giving him why he's got Vicious Mockery, but he does. This fight is not going well for me, is it? Okay, first of all. Yeah. This is a much trickier fight than I think it was. No, wait. I need an attack. They're blessed. But I think you do need to come. You need to go deal with them. Split the party. He saves. Split the party. I'm still standing. No, don't healing word. You're out of wild shapes, aren't you? Yep. Okay. Shoot. I think I'm gonna need to heal. This is gonna get tricky. And that was a mistake.
On the way. Forever dauntless. 2 steps at a time.
I'll be fine. I'm out of spell slots, aren't I? Crap. This has been a series of bad decisions. Okay, I need you back in the fight. Like I said, I like them to play whack-a-mole with my tanks. And get you in the fight so you can't be attacking anybody. I don't have an action. I do have a potion, though.
Shall we dance?
Astarion, hit something.
This is my time.
Climb up here and lock down the other one. Right. Alright, need Dark Urge to stay in the fight. Should probably care about what happens to my actual character.
Hungry for the slaughter. Now they see me.
I mean, will it be too hard to hit him with a... That's a 10% difference, and he hasn't hit anything yet. Things are coming out better for us. Now that we killed the cleric.
I'm ready. Battle favors the fearless.
Somehow I feel like I made that way more difficult than it was meant to be. I don't think it was supposed to be that difficult, but I just... But yeah, I made it difficult. Alright, question is, do we help the gnome? Chat, do we help the gnome? Or do we send him... Do we send him skyward? No, you're evil. Okay, we can leave him. We could also release the break. What do you guys think? Release the break? On chat, do we punt the gnome? Yeah, my character hasn't done anything evil yet. Let's do it. Oh, man. I should be able to loot his body at some point. You feel so bad. Don't worry. Don't worry. He'll be fine. Eventually, he'll be fine. I know that, like, I know there's quests up ahead that care about him, but I don't care. Punt the gnome.
Time to get going.
Personally, I think the character is annoying to begin with. So punting the gnome, I think that is not only in character for him, but I really don't like that character.
Do you have someone waiting for you in Baldur's Gate, Astarion? A sweetheart, perhaps?
Let's see.
Not one in particular. The city is a veritable feast of sweethearts.
You must be eager to get back then. Slim of pickings out in this wilderness.
Oh, he beat us on initiative? How?
Don't linger.
How did he beat Astarion on initiative? We can feel bad together, chat. He's been freed.
No one's
We'll feel bad together. She's still got spell slots. 2.
The pride of the gate.
You're a warlock, so you're full. Do you have any
Better make camp soon.
spellbook?
Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
Okay, I should be able to. I should switch my stuff. Astarion. Do me a favor.
Ready or not.
Kill that goblin. So much for ambushing.
Tippy toes.
Knife will deal between 6 and 19. This does between 6 and 20. So my damage threshold is higher with this. What's up? Bye. Make Astarion do all the work. Assassin rogues, man.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
They are, and they are highly disappointed.
No holding back. No time to waste.
Oh, you might be able to hit him from here.
Can't give up. Not now. Getting there.
Man, this isn't even a fight. This is just a slaughter. Well, come on. Hey, they dealt some damage.
Quickly.
No, don't dash.
Time to push my luck again. Light on my feet.
I'll just ice knife you again.
The pride of the gate.
My faith protects me.
Oh, we brought... I don't know when we brought down these stairs, but the ladder, but apparently we did. So much for looting the bodies. Okay. I actually think this is a good place for me to wrap for the day. You know, we've been at it for about 3 hours. We've gotten into the goblin village. There's a lot to explore here. You know, I got to deal with the ogres. Question is, how do I want to deal with the ogres? I figure I'll treat with them. Got the spider to deal with in the well, and of course the book, wherever the book is at. So I actually think this is a great way to wrap up. I'm gonna be here every Thursday doing this, so join me. We'll have some fun. And of course, you know, thank you for those that followed today. And if you haven't yet, follow so that you know when we're doing it again. Yeah. Thanks for stopping in. It was a lot of fun. You guys are great.